I remember distinctly my parents were away. I was working third shift and I was just getting up, getting ready to go to work, and I was watching the O.J. Simpson chase on the 405 freeway. So I had to Google and see if these all aligned.
Yeah,
And the
they do.
O.J.
The
Simpson,
Knicks
yes,
in the finals in
the
'94
Knicks,
against the Rockets,
because it was the
right?
split screen. It was the Knicks and the Rockets, and it
Yeah,
was the O.J. Simpson chase.
the
World
car
Cup was
chase.
going on, and the
Yeah,
following day was when Ireland beat Italy. So
that
there was
makes
a
sense.
lot going on. I was 21. My parents were in Europe, so not that I had any shenanigans going
No, you were
on Palm
perfectly
Boulevard,
well,
but
yeah.
yes.
Welcome to the Addicted to DVC podcast, a deep dive into all things Disney Vacation Club. We share tips, tricks, and insider info, helping you make the most of your membership. Join us for the latest news, reviews, and interviews with DVC experts and enthusiasts. Whether you're a seasoned DVC member or considering your first contract, this podcast is for you. Now, here are your hosts, Mike Hurley and Gary Arruda.
Welcome to the Addicted to DVC podcast with Mike and Gary. This is episode number 99, recorded in the D. Fauntleroy recording studios in sunny Saratoga, Florida, and Cranston, Rhode Island. I'm your host, Mike in Florida, joined by my cousin and co-host, Gary, up in Rhode Island. Mr. Arruda, good evening.
What's going on, Parts?
I see on the camera you got the wife beater going, so we must be in the dog days of summer, huh?
I got the American for
Look
the
at
World
you.
Cup. It's got the bald eagle. He's got
Oh, did you get a motorcycle? You going through your midlife crisis? Did you get
no,
a
no, no,
freaking Harley Davidson?
no. It's been warm this weekend though. Yeah, for sure. I think it would be considered a heat wave. I think we had 3 days over 90 in a row. That's what
Wow.
technically a heat wave is. Yes.
Wow. You got the pool going?
Working on it. I opened it
What-
late, so I'm still trying to get it clear.
Is this just dirty?
It's just dirty, cloudy. I haven't really had a lot of time to dig into it. I got to do the testing and figure out what's going on with the pH and all that good stuff.
What do you do? Manual tests? Oh,
Yeah,
you bring it to the pool place?
I could do either. I have like one of those kits where you do the drops and you put the stuff in and it tells you everything.
Okay.
I'll see. If that doesn't work, I'll take it to the pool place. I've just been lazy.
Everything working though? The filter works and all that good stuff?
Yeah, I put a new filter in and everything, so it's okay.
Where'd you buy that, at Sam's Club?
No, I got it on Amazon. One of those soft-sided Intex ones.
And that thing gets delivered? Does it fit on your doorstep?
It was on a pallet. They just like dropped it in the driveway on a pallet.
So what'd you do with did you need people to help you, or were you able to just have
No,
the kids drag it, throw their
it was
backs out?
I had a dolly, like a hand dolly, like you know what I'm talking about, like those red
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
Yeah, that
I
you
have
do the psh, 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 and then you
Yeah.
press the hand grip to let it go down. I worked
No,
at a
no, no,
warehouse.
that's a
Oh.
pallet jack you're thinking
Oh,
of.
I'm sorry.
Like the hand truck. I don't know how to describe it.
Oh, it's just
I
a
think-
hand truck.
Yeah. So I was able to get the box on there. It was only about, I think it was like 200 pounds or something. So I could have manhandled it and like pushed it. But the hand truck made it easy. Got it into the backyard, opened the box, took all the pieces out and all that stuff. So
And do you put that together, or do you have to outsource that?
no, we did it. Doc and I, we put it together last year.
I wouldn't be able to put something like that together.
Oh, it was easy. You didn't have to do anything.
I still don't think I'd be able to put something like that together.
It wasn't too bad. I think you could
Yep.
handle it.
And what do? You take it down and put it, where do you store it in the winter, or what do you do?
No, I just left it, and the problem was that it didn't come with a good cover, so a lot of stuff got in there. I didn't
Okay.
cover it properly, so I think that's why it's so crappy right now. Some people do take them down though. They drain them completely and then they like fold them up and put them back up every year. But it was pretty miserable putting it up, so I'm not really interested in doing that part.
And how many years can you expect to get out of this?
I'm gonna say 3 to 5, but I don't know. Maybe not. We'll see how
Yeah.
the experiment goes.
And then, I mean, the next step after that is just to probably just move down here and get a house that already has one, right?
I think so.
That's
When
definitely the play.
when this one craps a bed, I just move to Florida. Just leave it in the backyard and put a
Oh,
for
I
sale
was
sign out front.
absolutely.
I think that's a good play. I like that play. What's on the agenda this week, or do you have anything you want to mention here?
Yeah, you know what? I'm good.
You said you've been enjoying the World Cup, though, right?
I have been.
You always like that. I
I
remember
have.
I was out visiting you in Minnesota, and we watched a lot of
We
World
were
Cup.
watching it because
With
the
young
quote of the
Jurgen
day was,
Klinsmann.
"He's playing like a Jurgen Klinsmann." Yeah, I got into it in '94 when we had it in the United States. Now I can say we, right? Because I'm an American.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
That
when we
was
had
like
it,
Roberto Baggio, right? He was like the big star for Italy.
Roberto Baggio and the Republic of Ireland beat Italy 1-0 in their first round matchup.
Oh, in the
It was a
elimination round?
huge upset. No, it was just they were in the same
The
brackets
pool?
or
Okay.
yeah, whatever pool, whatever they call it. Yeah, they beat Baggio 1-0. That
Yeah.
was fun.
Yeah.
Did you watch it? You were what, 10, 11?
Oh yeah, it would have been like 10 or 11. I
Yeah.
remember watching some of it, not a ton, but some of it.
Mhm. You know, it's funny. I was going down the rabbit hole last night because I'm trying to remember, and everything was aligning. My parents were in where did they go? They went to Paris, London, Dublin, and Paris for their 25th anniversary. They went with the Nicholsons.
Mm-hmm.
And that was at this time, because I also said, I remember distinctly my parents were away. I was working third shift and I was just getting up, getting ready to go to work. And I was watching the OJ Simpson chase on the 405 freeway. So I had to Google and see if these all aligned.
Yeah,
And the
they do.
OJ
The
Simpson,
Knicks
yes,
in the finals in
the
94
Knicks,
against the Rockets,
because it was the
right?
split screen. It was the Knicks and the Rockets, and it
Yeah.
was the OJ Simpson chase. World
car
Cup was
chase.
going on, and the following day was when Ireland beat Italy. So there was
makes
a
sense.
lot going on. My parents, I was 21. My parents were in Europe, so not that I had any shenanigans going on
No, you were
on Palm
perfectly
Boulevard,
well
but
behaved,
yes.
yeah. Perfectly well behaved. Yeah, there was a 30 for 30 about that.
Oh, all the things that were going on.
Yeah, it was like June 15th.
I remember they kept going back with the
1994 or
World
something, whatever it
Cup
was.
and the
Yeah.
Knicks and the
Yeah, whatever the day was. It was a big one because of the OJ chase, and it happened during the finals and everything. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Simpson had a glass of orange juice. That was a detective. They
Yeah.
let him back into the house to go see his mom. Remember the guy? He had the mustache. Mr. Simpson had a glass of orange juice.
Was that Robert Furman? Was that the detective's name?
No, Mark Furman. He just
Mark
recently
Furman.
died. Yeah, Mark Furman. He just died about a week or two ago.
Oh, really? I didn't realize that.
Yeah, you didn't know Furman died?
No.
There's an absolutely great podcast. While we're talking podcasts, it's this guy who does crime and also Kato Kalin. So they do a crime mystery podcast, but they do a lot of OJ stuff. And there's somehow, I don't know how they're able to, but they still get all the detectives on the show. And that was my thing. The OJ Simpson trial, I'm still fascinated. But they talked about stuff that the LAPD screwed up on. They said that they had all this stuff that they gave to Marcia Clark. And she's like, I've got so much evidence. I don't need any of this. It's just that whole case is fascinating to me.
And if you think about it, that set off a butterfly effect of getting like the Kardashians, because he was one of the lawyers, right?
Yeah, Robert Kardashian. That's where OJ was. He was in Bob's house. That's where he was supposed to give up, and his attorney went looking for him, and he was missing. So he snuck out with Al Collins out of Bob Kardashian's house.
Yeah, the
It was
white
Robert
Bronco.
Shaturo was the guy who did the press conference about we're looking for Mr. Simpson.
Yeah,
OJ, if you hear me, and yeah, that was the whole because Kardashian was a lawyer, and he was kind of on that dream team. He saw him in the courtroom. He didn't really do much, but maybe legal counsel or whatever. Yeah, because apparently the kids were really young. I mean, I think they're younger than you.
Kim Kardashian's a year or two older than me. I think she's like 45. Yeah,
gotcha. Okay,
and she's not the oldest either. So Yeah, would have been 10 to 13 years old in that range, probably.
Is Kim the one who was married to Lamar Odom?
No, that is Courtney, I believe.
Okay.
She's the younger one of the three, and then they had the two Jenner girls after with Bruce Jenner. After they got divorced with whatever her name is, the Kardashian mom. But I think Kim's the middle. I don't know. I never watched. I just know.
You're saying Mrs. Kardashian had kids with Bruce Jenner?
Yeah. Kylie Jenner and Brody Jenner or something.
I don't know any of the backstory. I know who the Kardashians are because of Robert, just because I was so entrenched with that.
Well, but that show that made them all famous, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, it was
yeah, I remember
Jenner
that show. I just
Kris
didn't know that
Kardashian,
Bruce. I didn't know where that whole thing came from.
Yeah, so they had two younger kids together that were like teenagers, like young teenagers when the show first started, and then as soon as they turned like 18, they started these businesses, and they're making billions of dollars now.
Ah, okay.
Influencers and stuff like that. Yeah, Kim Kardashian was married to Kanye West.
Yes, I do remember that. I remember I watched a lot of the documentaries on Lamar when he was really bad, when he was going to those, doing a lot of drugs. And
yeah, he got some bad people around him, I think.
He got really bad, but from what it sounds like, that girl adored him and loved him. And she kept coming back and trying to help him, and he kept pushing her away.
Yeah.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Kristen of Luxury Travel Advisors, a husband and wife team.
Dreaming of your next unforgettable getaway? Let us turn those dreams into reality. From magical Disney vacations and luxury cruises to all-inclusive escapes, world-class golf retreats,
and once-in-a-lifetime adventures, we handle every detail so you can simply enjoy the journey. Personalized service, expert planning, and stress-free travel from start to finish. Your next escape starts here.
Contact us today and let your extraordinary vacations begin.
Anyway, what's our topic? It's not the Kardashians, I assume. But we can keep. I'm happy to keep talking about it if you want. We could probably get this to like 30 minutes, and then we can.
I'm totally fine. We can do it on our other show as well too. I love talking O.J. Simpson trial.
Yeah, what do we got today? What's the topic?
We are going to talk about this or that DVC edition. I'm going to ask you simple questions. DVC Resorts. Okay. Would you rather this or that? They're going to be in similar vicinities, similar kind of vibes, similar.
Yeah.
But I don't want you talking about annual dues. I don't want to stay here. I wouldn't want this contract because it's annual dues or because of price points, expiration, all that stuff. I don't want any of that jargon.
Now, am I allowed to take one over the other based on point charts?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so point chart
absolutely
comes into account, but price per point and dues do not come into account.
Yeah, because you're still from that. I want an old. I don't want a 1942, a 2042 contract.
Gotcha. Yep, I got you. I'm on the same page.
All right. I am going to start. I think this is going to be a relatively easy one. I'm going to go with your home resort. Disney Saratoga Springs. Did they take out the spa?
Not yet.
Just Club Resort. They still a spa, huh? Yeah. Saratoga Springs or Old Key West?
Yeah, that's relatively easy for me. It's essentially the first decision I ever made for DVC.
Oh, were you actually debating those two contracts?
Not necessarily, but it was in the right price range of where I should own. Because I just wanted to get in at a good price point. I basically wanted to buy with sleeper on points. Now, it turns out I'm glad I bought at Saratoga because I like staying there quite a bit. So it's never a disappointment when I stay there. And they say own where you like to stay, so I'm happy with that. But yeah, it was one of the early decisions. They're very similar point charts. They're very similar footprints. They're both very large resorts. I like the vibe at Saratoga Springs a lot better than Old Key West, personally.
That's fair.
There's areas at Old Key West that I love, like the town center, Gurgling Suitcase, the main pool.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not easy to get to. And you're walking on like main streets to get there, which I don't like. That's the thing about Saratoga I like better, to get from point A to point B. Yeah, sometimes you have to go through, like, cross a street, but you're not walking on the street the whole time.
Dodging buses as they're coming
Yeah,
along.
yeah, exactly. Crossing across the bridge and things like that. Yeah, for me, Saratoga easily ahead of Old Key West. Just everything about it. I like the proximity to Disney Springs. I like the rooms, especially the studios, a lot better than the studios at Old Key West. Point chart, very similar. So I'm not going to say, you get a 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom Grand Villa for
Yeah.
roughly the same amount of points at both. Yeah, I'd rather be anywhere at Saratoga than some of the further spots at Old Key West. There's some not great buildings at Old Key West.
Mm-hmm.
There's some really great buildings, but there's some not great buildings at Old Key West, so I'd rather take my chances with Saratoga, 100%.
It is very sprawling, and both the resorts are, but it seems like no matter where you are at Saratoga, you can get to where you want in
Yeah,
a relatively decent amount of time. Where
Yeah,
you walk
exactly.
out of some of the buildings at Old Key West that are all the way on that path to where the walking path over to Saratoga, and you almost need directions.
Yeah, no, that's true. I remember the time Sarah and I took the walking path from Saratoga Springs to Old Key West, and we ended up at Old Key West, and I was like, I don't know where the hell to go to get to the main, to like the lobby area.
Yeah, exactly.
Because our whole plan was just to take the walk, and then we were going to take the boat over to Disney Springs. We just did it to do the walk, right? It wasn't anything. Just
Right.
wanted to see what it was. It was still a long walk. It's nice, though. And then when we got there, you're at the furthest point at Old Key West, and I didn't know. So I'm like following Google Maps, like, take a right turn here. You know how it can give you walking directions and stuff like that.
Yep.
So, yeah, just to get there, because I hadn't done it before. I'd never been plopped in that area of Old Key West. And it was another like 10, 15 minutes from the back of Old Key West to get to Olivia's and Gurgling Suitcase area over there. Yeah, Saratoga, though. Yeah, easy answer for me on that one.
Okay. All right, let's let me bounce over to another one that you own at Kidani Village or Boulder Ridge.
So this one's tough too, because or this one's a lot tougher, I should say, because Boulder Ridge and Kidani both have pretty good point charts. They're very similar. You're not getting more value out of one than the other. The lobbies, I'm assuming Kidani Village, we're lumping in the Jumbo House rooms also, right? That availability.
We are not.
Oh, we're not. So I can't do club level with my Kidani.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You can't, because they're both the same contract. My bad. I thought.
Okay.
Yep.
So it's that contract then. It's not like just staying at Kidani.
Yeah,
it's the whole contract. Okay. So that's very intriguing. I like the lobbies at both. Obviously, the location is a lot better at Boulder Ridge, but I don't know. I like Animal Kingdom Lodge a lot. Kidani's great. Jumbo House is fantastic. The food and beverage is better at Animal Kingdom, in my opinion. Although Wilderness Lodge isn't bad. I'm gonna lean towards my home resort again, and I think what's gonna push it over the edge is the 11-month advantage is very strong there. With either your club level rooms, you get a great advantage, and your value rooms, you get a great advantage. If you want to be a point miser, you can try to book a value room at 11 months and get a lot of days for cheap points. Or if you want to waste some points, you can get that club level room.
Now, theoretically, you are correct, but can you get those two room categories at 11 months, Gary Francaruta?
I mean, I've gotten them both at I got the club level inside 11 months, and I've gotten the value at 11 months. No problem. And actually, I got it on a wait list. I had 2 different bookings, and I waitlisted 4th of July, and it came through. So now I have one stay at a value 1-bedroom coming up in just a couple weeks. So for me, it's been good. I've only tried it twice, and it's worked on two years in a row. 1 year I got club level, the next year I got value.
Okay.
And the girls love staying there. They love the pools there. As much as I love the quiet pool at Boulder Ridge, the pools at Kidani and Jumbo are really nice. The Kidani pool is one of my favorites. Jumbo's okay. It's not bad. It's just okay. No quiet pools at all at Animal Kingdom is a little bit of a downside because everyone's kind of forced to use those 2 pools. But I don't know. I like it. The gift shop at both are really good. That's a tough one. It's really tough, but I'm going to say my 11-month booking window is going to push me towards Animal Kingdom.
Fair. All right. Let's go to the beaches. Hilton Head or Vero Beach?
Ooh.
This not
is
having stayed at either of them.
Yeah, I mean,
or set foot on either of them either.
That's correct. So I'm going to talk myself through this because I don't have an answer yet. I'm going to kind of talk it out. Both of these resorts are dependent to some extent of the surrounding area to make it more desirable to stay. In your opinion, would you say Hilton Head, it matters more about Hilton Head than Vero matters about Vero, or do they equally need the surrounding town when you stay there?
Hard to explain. I think.
Do you understand the question?
Yeah, I think. Okay. Yeah, I think I do. I think Vero is more of a standalone.
Okay.
And Hilton Head, the surrounding areas really enhance it.
Okay, so put it. I was gonna say, with that being said, because the surrounding area is so important to Hilton Head, that takes out 4 or 5 months of the year where they're basically shut down. The Hilton Head surrounding areas.
That is correct.
Basically, November, December, January, February, March. You can go get cheap points and stay in a nice room.
Yeah, you could stay in a 1-bedroom with 12.
If Hilton Head was like 8 hours of a shorter drive for me, where I could get there in like 12 hours or so.
What is it, about 16?
I think it's 16 to 18 hours. So if I could get there in like 10 to 12 hours, that would be very appealing to me as a getaway where you just drive down on a whim, stay a few days if something comes up. But I'd rather be in Florida, Pards. I love being in Florida. So I think I'm going to go with Vero.
All right.
I've also looked at Vero more, so I know more about it from watching YouTube videos and things like that. So that's probably swaying me to some extent. I know when you went to Hilton, you said the beach area, you have to like take a shuttle or drive to it in a separate area. So it's not
the
really
shuttle.
contained within the resort.
But it was a 5-minute shuttle bus, and they pick you right there at the lobby. So
yeah, but I'm just saying like the immersion of it, where you kind of stay all contained and it's part of the resort. I don't think you go wrong with either. I think they're both very appealing contracts. But I'm gonna go with Vero for sure.
Okay.
And those cottages, I know that's like right up your alley.
Yes, sir.
Beach cottages.
All right. Where do we go now? Let's see. Let's go to the Epcot area resorts in Boardwalk or Beach Club.
This one's really, really tough because my heart goes one way, and I know I would be outvoted 3 versus 1 if I made this decision. So do I go with what I want selfishly or what I would get as a contract?
This is your show, Gary Frank.
I'm a single guy, no kids?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that changes. All right, let's talk through it then.
And do you know for sure it's 3-1?
It might be. It's close, but they all say it's their favorite. Like, it's not even that it's the next place they want. They all really like Beach Club.
It's all three of their favorites?
Yeah, pretty much. At least the two girls, for sure. They both, like, talk about it all the time. I think Doc, she likes Animal Kingdom and Saratoga. I think she's like me. She likes that we those are our homes and come to love them since we've been staying there more and more.
Yeah.
But she liked Beach Club a lot as well. And she's always been kind of anti-Boardwalk. She doesn't like the vibe of it as much. So if it was that, I would easily have to choose Beach Club. Again, the point charts are pretty similar. You can get 9-point studios at Boardwalk in September, which is crazy. But they're probably only 12 at Beach Club at the same time. So it's not a huge difference in the points for the rooms.
I think the point charts are a lot better at Boardwalk. You think they're close to similar?
The better at Boardwalk, but it's not a huge jump in between the two.
Well, I think the problem with the Beach Club is they only have one category.
That's true. Yeah, no, that's a good point. So that's going to be a little higher. They don't have 3 bedrooms at the Beach Club. And I think all their 2 bedrooms are lock-offs, right? It's all a studio and a 1-bedroom combined. There's no
I believe
dedicated
so.
2-bedroom. So I don't like that as much. Obviously, the pool is the best at Beach Club. Boardwalk's not bad, but it doesn't come close to it with the amenities at it. The food and beverage at Boardwalk is way better. Neither really have a quick serve to speak of.
Yeah, other than a ham sandwich in the gift shop.
Yeah. I like the vibes at Boardwalk better myself. And it's a cheaper point chart. I'm going to go Boardwalk. I'm going to go against the grain. My family might not like my decision, but I'm going to say Boardwalk here. I don't know, just something about staying in a room that overlooks the Boardwalk is so ideal.
You've been on this Boardwalk bandwagon for a long time now.
A long time. Like before we even had this show, just in general. I've always said I'd love to stay at a room overlooking the Boardwalk.
I mean, you're looking at a deluxe studio resort view for 9. They actually bumped it up, which is terrible. They bumped it up from 9 to 10.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because it doesn't sound as good, does it?
No, 9, like single digits is so good.
Single digits is so attractive. So it's 10 points in September. I'm just looking at the cheap. And it's 14 points at Beach Club. So that's pretty damn significant. Don't you think, 4 in a studio?
Yeah, I mean, 5 points per night or 4 points per night over 6 nights. I mean, that's an extra couple days.
I mean, I'm looking at, because you said a deluxe studio Boardwalk view is 14, and I think you'd rather have a Boardwalk view than, not that there's bad views, but they don't have any views. There's no good views there.
There's either an okay view or a bad view at Beach Club.
Well, you get the pool or you get the woods, and I'm not going to complain about having the woods, honestly.
It's not bad, but it's just nothing to speak of. Where Boardwalk, you could have an amazing view. I don't think you go wrong with either, but I'm going to lean Boardwalk here.
I'm with you. I don't think you can go bad with either. Should we go to our last one?
Yeah, is this the last one?
We'll wrap it up. We got to go to the creme de la creme, right? We got to go over. We did Epcot Resorts. Now we're going to go do Monorail Resorts.
Okay.
And we are going to go Bay Lake Tower or Polynesian.
Oh, this is a tough one. I really like both of these resorts. Bay Lake Tower just speaks to me for some reason. I love the refurb they did in there. I really do. Those rooms look so good with the recent refurb. I'm dying to stay there. My kids are dying to stay there. However, Polly's like, I don't know. There's just something cool about like walking into that lobby. You don't get the same sense at the Bay Lake Tower lobby, walking into it like you do walking into the Poly lobby.
It's very industrial. You feel like you're in an office complex. And I know a lot of people do not like that lobby. I do like it, but it just has you're at a high rise and you're looking for the fifth floor where your dentist is, or
Yeah. I don't have a problem with it, but if you're comparing the two, it's the Poly's way better. Like the A-frame's nice, but that's not technically
correct.
The Bay Lake Tower. Whereas
if we want to be fair, well, yeah, I mean, I know a lot of the Poly regular rooms are part of the DVC portfolio, but
right. If we're talking the tower, but even that tower, that lobby's a lot nicer, in my opinion. You know, it transports you more. The original lobby's the best. I mean, that's awesome.
Of course.
At the Poly. Food's good at the Poly. Food's good at Contemporary.
Food better at the Contemporary or just good at the Contemporary?
It's different. I don't even like, my biggest issue is that I love Steakhouse 71. I really do. It's good because it has 3 different menus, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I like that. They don't have the same dinner and lunch menu like a lot of places do. But I don't even consider California Grill anymore ever since they made it the prefix. It ruined, it completely ruined one of the better signatures, in my opinion. It makes it
what about
a place I don't even want to go to.
I agree with you because I haven't been there since we did the Easter a year before COVID. 2019 was the last time I went there, and as much as I like Topolino's, I can never see myself saying Cali Grill over Topolino's, over Narcoossee's, over Citricos.
Not until they bring back the a la carte menu.
Yeah. Even, I mean, over Chico. Chico. I mean, you name it. The steakhouse at the Dolphin, Bourbon Steak, Flying
Yachtsman.
Fish, even Yachtsman. Yeah.
So I don't like Ohana as much as you do. The breakfast doesn't do anything for me. Kona's great. They don't have a signature, but I don't even take that as a knock against them because to me, the Contemporary doesn't either at this point because it doesn't have one that I want to go to.
Would you say as far as categorizing these, it's Poly Beach Club, Contemporary, Boardwalk? I mean, could they be more similar as far as vibes, as far as the kids are going to go here, the adults are going to like this more?
Yeah. The funny thing is my kids both are dying to stay at Contemporary, where you would think if you gave them the choice between Bay Lake and Poly, they'd be going Poly all day. The pool is better for kids at the Poly. It's a very busy pool. I like the pools at the Contemporary. They look cool.
I do too. I love the Contemporary pools. The one at the A-frame looks so chill, doesn't it?
It's so cool, yeah. And it's
right
out
there on
Bay
Bay Lake. It's so nice, so nice.
Oh man, this is tough because my heart, I feel like I should say Poly, but I keep going back to Bay Lake, and I think of some of the pictures I see from the rooms at Bay Lake, or just the views you have, where you can be looking at Bay Lake, or you could be looking over at the Magic Kingdom, and sometimes you get a resort view, and it's just a fantastic view. I'm gonna stick with Bay Lake. My gut instinct on that.
All right.
I think that would be more of a family friendly option, even though I think Sarah would probably pick Poly, but the other 3 of us would pick Bay Lake Tower. The point charts are pretty similar, aren't they? On both of those?
I'm not sure.
Or is Poly more expensive? I think Poly's a pretty expensive point chart. I know Poly's point chart.
Yeah, I think Poly's more on with the Grand Floridian, and I think Bay Lake is going to be more on par with Boulder Ridge.
I think Boulder Ridge is cheaper. Let's pull it up. Well, I can look at it. I know Boulder Ridge is exactly the same as Beach Club point chart. And Bay Lake is more expensive, but I don't think it's as much as the Grand and the Poly and the Riviera. Let's look at the 2026 point charts. Bay Lake Tower. Deluxe Studio, Resort View in September. Oh, you're right. 13 and 16 at Bay Lake.
What's 13?
Sunday through Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 16.
No, 13 points is at Bay Lake.
Yeah.
And what is the 16 points at Poly?
No, that's the weekend. I was just
I'm sorry.
And then Poly for the same time frame is 14 and 17. So they're pretty similar on that.
Similar, yeah.
Yeah. 1 bedroom in September, 24 points at Bay Lake. A 1 bedroom is 34, but that's because it's the tower. They had no 1 bedrooms at the original.
That's right.
So the tower.
That's a huge difference.
Yeah, 10 points a night. And we're looking at I'm looking at 1 bedrooms mostly at this point.
34. Is that for the resort view?
Yeah. Yep.
See, that's insanity to me, and that's why that island tower makes no sense to me, because the Grand Floridian for the same thing is 31 and Riviera is 29.
I apologize. That was the weekend. I looked at it wrong. It was
okay.
Hold on. 28 during the week, 34 on the weekend for the 1 bedroom.
Okay, so 28. So it's two. It's two less than the Grand Floridian. It's one less than Riviera,
and it's 4 more than Contemporary. So again, we're back to that 4 points. That's like the magic number, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're on the fence and you like both, then you're gonna go with the lower points per night, aren't you? As a tiebreaker for the most part.
I guess it's just so hard. It goes back to buy where you want to stay, because that Poly Tower with those terraces are just absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
they're amazing. I mean, they just have. There's so many good things that the Poly has. With that being said, I'm probably with you. I'm probably gonna go Bay Lake Tower. It's just more my vibe right now.
Yeah. No, I get you. But I'm gonna stick with Bay Lake. I'm not gonna talk myself out of it.
So what was that? What was that show? Last and Final, or?
Yeah, is that your final answer? That's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, right?
Well, yeah. What was it? Did he used to say that, like Last and Final?
Is that your final answer?
Is that your final? That was a good show.
Yeah, Regis, he was the best.
Yeah, he was great.
All right, you want to bring us home? I don't have anything else to add here.
Yeah, bring us home. All right, you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at DVC Addicts. Email the show, info@addictedtodvc.com, and join our Facebook group, DVC Addicts. For my cousin and co-host Gary in Rhode Island, I'm Mike in sunny Southwest Florida. Thanks for listening. We'll talk again next week.
Thank you for listening to the Addicted to DVC podcast with Mike and Gary. We want to hear from you. Email us at info@addictedtodvc.com and follow us on all socials at DVC Addicts. We appreciate you being a part of our DVC community, and we'll see you again on our next episode. Thanks again for listening, and welcome home.